Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am teacher Duha Yazbek. I am going to explain to you chapter 17, parallels and transversals. First of all, put the following materials behind you: book, copybook, pen, protractor. Our objectives to this video are: 1. Recognize the definition of a transversal. 2. Recognize two alternate interior angles, two corresponding angles. Before we start explaining, we should review some properties from grade 6. 1. If two lines are parallel, then any line parallel to one of them is parallel to the other. Example. In the figure here, my students, line M is parallel to line N, and line N also is parallel to line L. So we can deduce that line L and line M are parallel to each other since they are parallel to the same line N. 2. If two lines are parallel, then every perpendicular to one is perpendicular to the other. Example. Line M and line N are parallel to each other. Line L is perpendicular to line M, so we can say that line L is also perpendicular to line N. 3. If two lines are perpendicular to the third line, then they are parallel. Example. Line M is perpendicular to line L, and line N is also perpendicular to line L. So we can say that line N and line M are parallel to each other since they are perpendicular to the same line. Now, my lovely students, you should study the three properties well. We will define transversal. What is the meaning of a transversal? It is a straight line that cuts two straight lines in the same plane in two distinct points. Example. Look at the figure here. AB is a transversal. Line AB cuts the first line in point A and cuts the second line in point B. A and B are distinct, so we can say that AB is a transversal. Now, my students, we will define alternate interior angles. Two angles are said to be alternate interior angles if they are situated in opposite sides of the transversal between the two parallel lines. Example. Look for angle A4 and angle B6. Angle A4 is situated on the first side of the transversal. Angle B6 is situated in the opposite side of the transversal, so A4 and B6 are alternate interior angles. They form the letter Z. Now, my lovely students, corresponding angles. Two angles are said to be corresponding angles if they are situated at the same side of the transversal and above the two lines or under them. Example. Look here at the figure. AB is the transversal. Look for angle A1 and angle B5. They are on the same side of the transversal and the two angles are above the two lines, so we can say that A1 and B5 are called corresponding angles. Also, my students, angle A2 and angle B6, they are situated on the same side of the transversal and they are under the two lines, so also we can say that A2 and B6 are corresponding angles. Application. Consider the figure below. This is the figure. 1. Name a transversal of the two lines X and U. 2. Determine the alternate interior angles and the corresponding angles formed by the two lines M and T with the transversal X. My lovely students, stop the video until you solve the required parts. Answer 1. Transversal of the line X and U is either line M, since it cut the two lines in two distinct points, or line T. 2. Alternate interior angles. Look for line M, line T, and X is the transversal. We can set that D3 and A1 are alternate interior since they are in the opposite side of the transversal. Also, angle D2 and A4 are in opposite sides of the transversal, so they are alternate interior angles. Corresponding angles. Look, my lovely students, for the figure. Line M, line T, X is the transversal. Look for angle D1 and angle A1. They are situated on the same side of the transversal and are above the two lines, so they are corresponding. Angle D2, A2, they are on the same side and they are under the two lines, so they are corresponding. Also D4, A4, also D3 and A3 are corresponding angles. This is your homework. Thank you.